apparently live.
Are we?
Apparently we are. Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to my live stream. It's the first time I've been live in like a month, probably. I always had a lot of stuff happen. I'm here with my cohort Daniel, as usual.
Yes, life sucks.
Yeah, that. So like it's like my grandma was in town recently. My dog passed away. Daniel.
My dog passed away.
Yeah, there was a lot of like personal stuff, and just we're not gonna go live. So like I've just been off for a month, so sorry about that. I don't mean to like go away for a month. It's just that's what happens. So I don't really know what to say.
Life hit us hard.
Yeah, life is just it's a lot of fun.
Life sucks.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Anyway, it says that we're playing the...
I know, I'm fixing that.
Yeah, we might want to fix that before we continue. Alright, well anyway, I'm in the world.
I'm gonna spawn in the world, so one sec.
I forgot which bed was mine.
I don't remember either.
So yes, this is the first time either of us have played Minecraft in a while as
yeah.
well.
Okay, that should say
I have
Minecraft.
started playing Master Duel, and Matt has started playing the old COD games.
Yes.
Older-ish.
Oh god, it's so loud.
Welcome to Minecraft 1.18.
Point 2.
Yes, where everything is loud, and if you don't turn the volume down, you're probably going deaf.
What is my F3? Nice, I'm getting 200 frames. So Daniel, in here at the house, looking at the ground, or like looking around in the house, like I'm looking that way, I'm getting about 240 to 220 to 240 frames. I'm gonna walk outside now. I'm just gonna stand out there. I'm not even gonna walk close. I'm just gonna stand at the edge here and look at my frames.
Yeah.
You know what it's down to?
What?
170. Just by staring at the animals.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I guess I'll collect all the sugar cane.
I suppose.
That's a good way to start out.
So, are we doing more farm or?
Let's start out with some farm stuff and then go exploring again.
Well, I was gonna say like farming, trading stuff.
I'm down for that.
Let's see. Is the farm actually developed enough?
Kind of.
You get the sugar cane. I'll get.
Okay. If you see a few gaps in sugar cane, so I'm gonna plant that. Yes, chat, just some nice chill Minecraft on this Sunday. You know, with all the shit going on in the world right now, what better to play than just chill, relaxing Minecraft?
Yeah.
Rather than one of Daniel's bullet hells. Or weave games.
Boy.
Lol.
To be fair, so what Matt is referring to is between me playing Genshin, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I play Genshin too.
Well, yes, but I assume you're talking about that.
No.
Or the weeb stuff. But anyway, so I also started playing a game by the name of Vampire Survivors. And some of you might have heard of it. And some of you might not have. And what it is that you control one character versus the undead horde and stuff. And Matt is right in that it's a bullet hell kind of. But eventually the tables turn so that you are the bullet hell to the enemies.
Yeah, I saw footage chat and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on with this.
To be fair, so don't I sometimes. It's just like after a while, everything starts dying, or you die.
Yay. Life.
Yeah.
Oh, we had
two very different directions.
Yeah, we're not in agreement with that.
Oh well.
Eh, what are you gonna do?
Oh no, two people don't agree? Oh god.
Oh god, let's go on Twitter and rant. By the way, chat, I saw Batman on Thursday. are on Friday night, very good. I very much recommend you go see Batman if you feel comfortable returning to the movie theater. Which at this point, it's now just up to personal choice because, I mean, we're like pretty much everywhere in the States now. Like, mask mandates are being removed, vaccine mandates are starting to be removed in certain areas. So if you feel comfortable going to the movie theater, go ahead. If not, that's totally, your choice, obviously. But, I don't know. Otherwise, you can wait 45 days and it'll be on HBO Max. So you'll be able to see it in April on HBO Max because that's their thing now, I think, if I remember right. That 45 days after something's in the movie theater, it goes on streaming, which is nice because it used to be you had to go 45 days and then buy it and then wait another 2 months for it to be on streaming, which is just infuriating because no one wants to do that. Do I have an axe? I don't. I'm gonna go see if I have any axes in here before I make more. Oh, there's mine carts. More mine carts. I'll just take the wooden axe. I'll get rid of these. Because they're kind of useless. Good, my rail system's still here.
I mean, what did you think would happen?
That it would glitch again, the world would reset again? Because that's what happened last time?
I mean, to be fair, the world reset the last time because there were several different version things happening. This time, we're just upping from like a minor.
We're going to a point patch.
Yes, like everything that happened in AT with the whole vulnerability thing was
log for J.
Yes, was just completely unprecedented.
Yeah, it broke my older stuff too.
Yes, I'm still attesting that it probably just broke everything.
Yeah, chat, if you know how to fix broken Minecraft worlds, they stop throwing like some like error that's like, entity like in different location or whatever. Let me know so I can restore our old servers to get them working again. Because right now what I've done is I've just pretty much left those I duplicated the servers and checked them. And then they didn't work, so I'm just not going to go on those worlds because I don't want to corrupt them. Because those worlds are great, like, including...
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are, because they're dumb as shit. They're from when we were complete and utter noobs.
Yes, and they're all stupid because of it.
I don't know, it's still fun to go and see the world where we first figure out how to use dinosaurs. And our first world is fun. Yeah. Oh my god, the chicken sounds. Oh god. I need to kill chickens.
Well, Greg's not here. You can kill chickens. He'll maybe just complain about feeling something in the chicken.
That's true. I also do love how this chicken escaped. I also do love how Greg does not care for chicken in real life at all.
No, that's a good point, actually.
I should probably get seeds to make them breed before I do anything else.
Oh, you want some of mine?
Yeah, I just gotta figure out how to escape. That's how you escape.
Have seeds.
Where are you at? Oh.
Right behind you.
Thank you. Let me just get rid of these eggs. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have chicken tonight. You have 64 beetroot? Jesus. Oh god.
Well, I mean, there is a decent amount of beetroot.
There are so many eggs in here. Oh god. What is happening?
Welcome to being in a chicken pen.
There are so many chickens. Daniel, look, it's causing lag. My frames are like 70. I'm at 60. I'm under 60 frames per second.
No. You collected all the eggs and suddenly I stopped lagging as much.
Really? Oh, yeah, I forgot that eggs completely lag your shit. I have... Daniel, you should look at my inventory. Go to my stream and look at my inventory.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, you see all the eggs in my inventory?
Yes, I see all the eggs in your inventory.
Alright, let's execute a bunch of you.
Just grab a sword.
I just have an axe, because I might as well get rid of these axes. There's a sheep in here, I don't know why. Alright, well now I don't have that, so now I'm gonna go get a sword. Try to figure out how to get out of here. I'm gonna get rid of these eggs, and then I'm gonna come back with a sword. No, don't eat raw chicken.
I'm still really annoyed that the base game does not have like
a use for eggs.
Well, yeah, like also in archaeology has a scrambled eggs type of thing if you have excess eggs that you can.
Oh god.
But then this is just like, yeah, you have excess eggs.
Maybe you
eggs
get to
or
make
cookies, but
chickens. It's not even that you get to make chickens. It's maybe you get to make chickens because they are completely random.
chicken gotcha.
So I forget. For villagers, is it we trade raw chicken to them or cooked chicken?
Raw chicken.
Okay, I'm gonna put the raw chicken I've got so far into the chest.
I
Let
don't
me
think
get
we
a.
even have a villager that does.
Not yet. We'll
No.
have to breed them. I'm trying to find a sword. Do we even have a? Okay, there's an iron sword.
Probably don't have swords.
Yeah, this sword. This is the only sword, and it's like almost dead anyway. Like Daniel, here, look at this
I mean,
sword.
like me.
Like how dead that is, and then toss it back.
Yes, I see that, but just like craft more swords. Don't we have
I will.
materials?
I think we do. How much iron we got?
We got 1.5 stacks, but we do probably need to start trading for materials. But aside from that, was it in a different server? I thought I found a treasure map.
I think it was before a server became corrupt.
Maybe. I just tried pressing M to open up the map, and then I'm like, wait.
This is not fossil technology. There is no map. It's raining XP.
Technically speaking, Fossils doesn't have the map either. It was from a.
Daniel, my inventory is full.
Well, get out of there and start again? Question mark.
I'm gonna start just tossing eggs.
Sure, I guess. We might want to head inside though. It's getting dark.
Not yet. And there's enough light around here, so let me just at least get rid of these eggs out of my freaking inventory.
So you have about 30 seconds.
That's fine. It's enough to get rid of these eggs so I can get the dead chicken back. One of them hatched an egg, damn it. I heard the sound. I'm just picking up eggs as I walk to their pen. Stop laying eggs, damn it.
Chicken say no.
Whatever, you know what I'm gonna do for revenge? I'm gonna have chicken tonight.
Let's see.
Like, straight up, I'm gonna make chicken tonight.
I must admit, I'm not seeing how this is revenge against it.
I'm gonna kill their real life equivalents.
I mean, sure.
Oh my god, there's so many. Where are my frames? 120 possibly. I'm gonna kill some of the other animals after this, when it gets to the morning. Let me just finish this, and then we finish slicing up a bunch of chickens with my sword.
Yeah, actually, have we gone on the ocean in this world?
I don't think so. Possibly a little bit?
Yeah. Where was that world that we did that on? I don't think it was.
It was one where there was the Badlands right as we went out.
Thought so, but I thought our house was in a different.
It
like,
was,
right
it was,
next to
because
the
it wasn't.
ocean.
It was, because it wasn't, screwed.
Game.
Whatever, I'm coming back. My frames are much better now. Now I'm getting, like, a lot more. Let me put the
Alright.
feathers in, and then all the raw chicken. Let me start cooking some of this stuff.
Wait, what are you cooking?
Some raw mutton. Do you want me to do that? I can pull it out. It hasn't cooked yet.
We might want to keep some of the like stuff for
Okay.
the villager stuff, so we can at least check to see what they have. If they have any.
Alright, let me
That's
put
that.
the iron then and the feathers.
Let me you go figure out how to make a smoker?
Oh, good for the bees.
No. For one, we don't have bees around here. Secondly, I meant for the villagers.
Ah, smoker, I see.
Really, Matt?
What?
We are in the middle of.
I was making sure that it tweeted out that I went live. It did not, so I'm gonna do that myself.
Well, if I have a smoker, I'm going over to the village.
Okay, goodbye, Twitter. I took one look at what was trending, and I'm like, I'm done.
Dare I ask?
Bad semi-racist shit. You know, Twitter.
Well, yes.
Twitter, good as a news source, useless for literally anything else. Do you have any spare wheat, my friend?
All the weed should be in the small chest right by the.
Perfect. I need wheat so I can feed these animals so I can murder them. I need
No, we were supposed to trade them to the farmers.
What, the cows?
No, the villagers.
No, I'm gonna feed the animals real quick. Oh my god, my frames. Oop, I took a screenshot.
Oh, whatever.
I only took one stack. Chat, help.
Chat, fucking help me.
Oh, at least there's a lot of XP around.
So we do have a butcher already, and he is 14 raw chicken for an emerald.
Nice. I need a new axe.
By the way, what did you do with all the what did you do with all the sugar cane you said you got?
Oh, I put it in the chest. With all like the oak saplings.
I see.
Oop, that's a crafting table. I need that. That axe works. Alright, animals, prepare to be deleted. Especially you, sheep. There's too many of you. Oh yeah, do we have shears before I kill them?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go get the shears then real quick before I kill a bunch of sheep.
Here I am.
Oh, perfect. Daniel, here, can you take this stuff? Thank you.
Well, that certainly is a lot.
I'm just holding right click right now. I can't shear all of them. There's too many of them.
There's too many of them! We are starting to fall apart!
Yeah, thank you. I know how to make a bed, game.
Do you really, though?
Yeah. 3 wood, 3 wheat. 3, not wheat,
3 weeks!
I can't shear. Thank you. Okay, I need to. How do I murder all of you? Holy shit! I have so much wool, Daniel. Okay, I need to stand up out of here. Oh god, I can't get out.
Good job, Matt.
I'm killing all these sheep. Okay, I can like move a bit. What is my FPS in here? 190? Alright. Oh, 150. Okay, readjusted itself down. Daniel, you have a lesser PC. What frames do you get?
I have it hard locked. Or like
60? Oh, you just have it set to be stable. Oop, that's a cow.
Oops, I counted again.
I'm killing cows now.
What do the cows ever do to you?
Be tasty. Come on, dude. You've never had like a good steak or burger?
Yeah.
That's that axe. All right, I need another thing that can kill them quick. Give me the shovel. That doesn't do anything against the animals. All right, time to go get another axe. Oh my god, there's more eggs.
That was the joke, Matt. There's never enough eggs.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna reject that.
For sure.
Yeah, it looks like it's scammy. Daniel, where are you at?
I'm at the village doing trading.
Okay, I'm gonna come over and show you how much wool I have. Where's the minecart? There it is.
Do we have a wool person yet?
I don't know, but if we do, we should go nuts.
Well, I need to figure out how to make a loom again.
Okay, here, I'm on my way over.
Oh. And
I forgot we have pumpkins here.
none of you fuckers trade potatoes. What's wrong with you?
They're not from Idaho.
Clearly. You know what? Well, actually, wait, hold on. Why is this even here?
I'm at the giant, massive village. Are you up there with all the villagers?
Yeah.
The ones jumping?
Well, I'm a little bit further down, but yes.
There's baby villagers all around the place. Oh, here you are. Daniel, look how much wool I just got. Stupid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, good. You can trade with him.
Yeah, surprisingly, we have one of those dudes. I didn't think we did.
Well, thank God we do. Is he full? Oh, no, he's not. But he only wants white and black wool.
Well, we don't have enough black wool.
We have a lot of white wool, though.
Yes.
It's a librarian. Where's the meat guy so I can give him food?
He's over here.
The butcher? Oh, I didn't bring chicken. Fuck, I brought everything but chicken.
I have some chicken, but well, yeah, I've already, like, traded him out of it.
I'll go get more chicken.
I don't think there's anything we can really do here until we get and one of them starts spewing out potatoes for us.
Yeah, we need to like reset a villager.
Unfortunately, we can't really do that until the other ones grow up.
Yeah, but it's getting towards sunset.
Yeah. Hurry up!
You could have just right-clicked to come into mind as well, Daniel.
I'm pretty sure you can't double up on mine.
I think you can. Let's check when we get there. See, chat, this is a non-efficient way to travel.
This is a non-efficient way of traveling.
But it's good. It's fun. I spent like half an hour building it a while ago. Bye.
Thanks, you asshole.
I'll come get you. And never mind. I'm gonna put stuff away.
Thanks for trying for 3 seconds before giving up.
Well, you're all the way down there. What's that mod that lets you have a spyglass all the time? Optifine? How do we... I want to get Optifine working on this server.
I mean, technically speaking, Optifine works on most versions so long as it exists on the version and doesn't really change anything. You just need to have the updated version or the forged version.
Right. I love that the furthest thing I can see rendered out is a bit of the village, and then I could see you at the end of the path.
Thanks. Actually,
Creeper.
Where?
On the right. Over there. To my
It's
right.
a bit far away, I think.
Oh, here, don't get out. No.
Hooray, anyway.
We'll cook like half our mutton. Where's leather?
Found one of those, what do you call them? The thing, the crystals. We could probably
Amethyst?
Yeah, the amethyst. We could probably start doing something with that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm gonna make an axe real quick so I can go nuts. I'm gonna make a couple axes, honestly. Make like 3.
Where did all my bookshelves go?
I don't know.
Oh, there they are. I just put them in the wrong place. Okay, so I'm going to make myself a diamond pickaxe and get some obsidian, and then we should be able to make a craft.
Hello, Lonely Bird. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for showing up on the chat.
Welcome. Bing chilling. Indeed, this is a chill Minecraft stream. Absolutely nothing will go wrong, and there won't be a creeper or anything. That's
Oh yeah, it'll be amazing. Everything will be totally fine. I'm gonna
actually speaking of that. So I was telling Matt this right when we started, but I started up Minecraft or my own server while Matt was setting stuff up, right? And then I spawn in looking away for one moment, and the next moment I get blown up by a...
Yeah, he spawned and immediately died, Chad.
I didn't immediately die, I just got blown up, and so did my house. And I'm just sitting there being all like,
Man, I should have just waited for Matt to start his server.
A little bit, yes.
Okay, cows. Why are there so many of you? Oh, I'm thinning out the sheep herd.
I'm gonna go into the mine.
Okay.
Or at least see if I remember how to get into the mine. Well, I at least remember how to get into the mine. Actually, where did you get these diamonds from? I don't remember finding them.
Probably a chest or something? I'm not sure. Or the, whatchamacallit.
There?
No. The bottom of the world.
The slate?
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, just throwing out every option doesn't necessarily make you any more correct. There. Here, give me a second. I need to turn up my, bit. You can see down here.
Isn't that fun? They're like, you should be blind. It's like, I don't want to be. Okay, I think I've thinned out the herds enough. So that's good. There's more chicken. Fuck. Alright, time to start murdering chickens again.
Alright, I am back. Let's see.
You close your blinds?
Well, I at least adjusted it so I can see because it was glaring right into my monitor.
I face away from the sun.
Yeah, well, I face parallel to the sun.
Sun goes east to the south of the sky to the west of the sky. My place faces north. My frames are much better. I'm not getting 140.
Nice.
So I'm getting the base frame rate of this monitor. And I'm done. Alright. I'm unsawing the animals, and now the grass has a chance to grow back. One of you motherfuckers laid an egg.
Now the grass can grow back. Oh, fuck you. They're repopulating already.
Alright, I'm gonna throw these eggs out. Oh, hey, Daniel, my dad was out of town, so I got to drive his car.
You said that already, but you can tell the audience that.
Yeah, Chad, my dad's got a good, cool car, and I don't. Like, I like my car, but it ain't fancy. It doesn't have any smart crap except for the stuff I modded into it. And by modded, I mean I plugged one thing into the OBD port, and the other one I had a professional install. Okay, that's good.
Well, I have managed to get myself lost.
/TP. No. Good luck.
Well, I mean, I know where I'm going. It's just that I don't know where I am. And given the amount of torches, one of us was here before, so...
I'm gonna cut down some trees. Get more wood. So, chat, I got a question for you guys. Did you hear about the Artisan builds controversy? Stupid thing.
What?
The PC building company that fucked over a streamer.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. That was so bad. I saw it, I'm like, man, you cannot get worse PR than that for your company.
Well, why don't you tell everyone about it?
Yeah, so chat, what happened is basically there was a... there's like a PC gaming company that like streams on Twitch of like building computers that they I guess like sell to people, and they have like some kind of like ambassador program where like you can be sponsored by them and they'll enter you into a drawing to like win a computer, and they pick someone random to win the computer, and then they're like, "Hi, you don't have a high enough follow account, so you're not eligible. Bye." And they just completely did not give her the PC that she won. And the internet responded with, "Well, I'm done with your product," and a bunch of streamers who were sponsored by them said, "I'm done with your product." And they were like, "Oh, we want to give you a PC." And she's like, "No." And a bunch of, like, a YouTuber gave her a PC instead. He's like, "Look, just take the PC. Because these guys suck." And they're still getting flamed on Twitter for their absolutely piss poor PR. It is terrible.
You know, it's amazing how many adults don't know how to adult or communicate or anything.
Yep. Gotta love it. Stupidity.
It's amazing how far humanity has gone when most of us are all stupid as heck.
Yeah. Oh, good. Wood. Put that there. here. I'm gonna put the shears back because I don't have a use for them at the moment.
You know, I've said this before, but why can't you just like burn down spider or
I
cobwebs?
don't know. You should be able to. I'm sure there's a mod for that.
I mean, there's a mod for a lot of things.
There's a lot of
Like,
weird ass mods.
there's like you would think that like there should at least be some benefit to taking or some other way to take down cobwebs aside from sorting it. Which is really weird if you think about it too, because like, why would swords work over an axe?
Yeah.
Or anything, really.
You'd think an axe would actually be the better option. Because it's just one straightforward slice. While a sword is like an angle. More or less. So like an axe should be
I would think
better.
like if you could pull it away, the hoe would actually be the best one because it basically acts like a scythe.
That's true.
I don't know. Like, I feel like there should just be more ways of getting.
You know,
rid of
Minecraft needs more, like, just quality of life improvements.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to change that much because it's worked for them so far. Makes Microsoft enough money. Microsoft's mostly fine these days. Like, other than Windows 11 being just trash, like, they still put out good products. Like, the Xbox actually is successful. Halo's pretty successful, but fucking needs more updates. And then, like, Microsoft's Office works well. SharePoint's pretty good. Teams is pretty good, but I don't use it. Microsoft makes decent stuff, and they're like, here, like, just, you can, like, mod this thing. Who cares? It's your fucking PC, dude.
I think the ability to mod is especially.
Yeah.
It's like,
Apple's like, you are done. Bye. Here's your phone.
well, I mean, like, there's a point where I'd say like modding is not piracy and stuff. So if you're getting free shit that they expect you to pay for from the modding, then it's like, yeah, okay, they retain some right to be pissed
That's
at
straight
you
up
for that.
piracy.
Yes, but when it's more so like you're able to mod the experience to either heighten it or change it completely, so to better the experience, like say with modding a game, that's the kind of modding that I feel like is more useful. Because then it's like, you know, you keep your product alive while also possibly giving yourself more sales and a better rep for having.
You look at the
these
Steam Deck.
updates
That thing is, you can completely. They're gonna sell parts for it. Like, what other tech product lately lets you like literally buy parts for it, other than like building your own computer? You know?
Yeah, and then I'm also thinking of like Bethesda and how Skyrim's so popular.
Oh my
because everyone
god, so
mods
many
it.
mods.
Yeah, so many mods, and then Bethesda was like, "Hey, let's not support mod.
Let's charge you for it. And then
Let's charge you for it." And then
the internet's like, what the fuck? The internet's like, what is wrong with you people? That was such a dumb idea. I don't know what they were thinking.
they were thinking money.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like, you could mod like Black Ops 3, but that's like the last COD game you could like actually mod.
Why is that?
Because like Activision just doesn't support modding anymore. Because like you can have custom zombies maps on that version of COD. On PC, yeah. But like I don't think any other game lets you mod it. I know for a fact at least Modern Warfare 4 where they don't let you do it. I don't think Black Ops 4 let you do it either. So I think straight up it might have been Black Ops 3 or World War 2 was the last one. God, COD World War II. Yeah, why did they make 2 of those in the span of a decade? They only made one good one.
Clearly
They only made one absolutely killer COD that's set in World War II in the last 15 years after Modern Warfare, and that's World of War, and that came out like 2009, I think.
I mean, they needed to make more CODs because clearly people
2008.
still play the same game over and over.
I like Modern Warfare 2019, and I am looking forward to Modern Warfare 2 later this year. Because it'll actually be an improvement, because it's Infinity Ward, who actually is the only studio that tries anymore.
Count your chickens before they hatch. Ow.
I just want a good COD game, because Vanguard is so boring. Like, chat, I played the shit out of Modern Warfare when it came out, especially because of quarantine. And I, like, played a lot of Cold War, but, like, I just barely ever play Vanguard. My most COD stuff I play lately is, like, Rebirth. Because Caldera on Warzone is awful. Like, it's just not a good map.
Need me to sleep?
If you could.
Well, luckily I carry around a bed with me at all.
Oh, nice. I was going to ask you if you could disconnect instead, so that works out better. Alright, I'm going to take
This also means, though, that if I die, I spawn in some random place, so...
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Well, unless you destroy the bed.
Well, I did destroy the bed.
And then you'll probably spawn back here. I'm going to go sell chicken to
I won't.
You'll spawn at like whatever 000 is supposed to be.
Yeah. Were we that far away from 000 though?
I don't know. I don't think so. The hell? I heard a spider.
I mean, is the spider on the roof?
No, like on the way to the villagers.
Okay, then the spider might be on the path.
Probably. I don't know. I'm at the villagers already. I think he's near the path, but not on it.
He's on the path to glory.
I have no lyrics. And I don't want to get struck.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's a novice butcher. Is that one fine to trade to, or is there another villager? That's a butcher.
I'm pretty sure there's a...
There's apprentice. Yeah, here we go. I need 2 more chicken. That's fine. I've successfully traded with the villagers.
What happens if I do?
Oh no. Out of the way, Golem.
I have not managed to drown myself yet.
Let's go. Not drowning. Hey Daniel, I think you still have the minecart in your inventory.
No, I put it away.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
we had 3 of them. What do you mean we're out of mine?
No, I thought like you just still had it in your inventory because I didn't see the other one there.
Oh, I must have put it in the wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, anyway, I found a batch of glow squids, I guess.
Nice. Move, chicken.
Useful in here. Glow squids. Nope.
Alright, let me go get 2 more chicken. And done.
I have no fucking idea where I am right now.
R.I.P.U.
Yeah, well... What else is new?
Let's go. Ah. Okay, that looks fine. You have a Fletcher.
Yeah.
Okay. I need feathers and stuff then. I have a lot of feathers. Alright, we're going back.
Yeah, I definitely remember being lost here. And I also remember you guys ditching me in this particular spot.
We've been live for only 45 minutes, by the way.
Well, I mean, not exactly like we've done a whole lot.
That's true.
Like, you've just been doing house stuff, and I've been wandering the mines trying to figure out where the hell I went.
Oh, I got a text. I'm gonna look at that real quick and see who I need to respond to later. Come here, Butcher and Fletcher. It's a Mason. Librarian.
Oh yeah, now I remember why I had so much charcoal cooking in things, because I needed more lights.
There's so many librarians. Fletcher, here we go. Oh yeah, trade with the Fletcher. Got some
To answer
emeralds
your
from it.
question about the librarians, it's because we need librarians for more books. Books, bookshelves, and possibly the ability to get those things without. Hope I somehow managed to figure or find my way back to where I needed to be.
Nice. Let's go, chat. I'm gonna do some farming.
That's all you've been doing.
Well, I mean, not animal farming. I'm gonna do plant farming now. Right. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
That's a meme. It's better than.
Yeah, meme's pretty damn old. I've heard it's starting to come back though.
Really, why?
I don't know. YouTubers doing dumb shit on YouTube.
Fair enough.
Damn it.
Well, I'm out of the abyss.
Did you defeat any? How many mages did you destroy?
Surprisingly, not too many. I ran into these really annoying explosive village trolls, though.
Oh, yeah? Shit, that's gonna be annoying later. Fuck, the commission's gonna suck. Oh well. How many ruin guards you see?
None yet.
Hmm. Well, that's good. For now.
That's good for now.
Chad, if you have no idea what we're talking about, it's Genshin Impact. The only CCP game I play. Because they're really not liked by the CCP, which is hilarious. Me hoyo. They actually make good games. But they still don't have a Switch version. For some weird reason. God, I hope it works on the Steam Deck.
I don't... Is Genshin on Steam?
No, but you can add other games to it. Like, because remember, it's just a Linux. It's just Linux underneath, so... If you can get it to work under Proton, you could get it to work.
That's fair.
So I just have to figure out if that works. If not, I'm going to format the thing and make it run Windows anyway, so whatever.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was gonna try doing a dripstone thing.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Hey, it's raining.
Yeah, well, I need to kind of try it when it's not raining first.
Especially, yeah, ah, right. There's no Enderman right now. Fuck, that's annoying.
I mean, why would there be Enderman? It's raining.
I know, that's what I said. Ooh, excuse me, chat. Sorry about that. This happens when you drink a lot of water. Speaking of, I'm gonna drink more water.
Ah, yes, I was very inappropriate when I drank water. So let's drink more of it.
Brita water bottle, best water bottle, hashtag not sponsored.
But he could be.
Yeah, Brita. Brita, the water filtration company. You want to sponsor my stream? I'm open to it. I have also a pitcher. Because you... no, Daniel, you've seen the pitcher.
No, I haven't.
The one that's on my sink, next to my sink.
The water filter?
Yeah, that. It's a pitcher.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, you've seen it.
I have in fact seen that. Are you gonna sleep or what?
Is it nighttime?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come sleep.
Alright, I'm gonna go back and try and figure out the obsidian thing now.
Alright. I'm gonna keep farming. And Chad, this is why we're good when we play Minecraft. We do different tasks.
I mean, you say that, but I also feel like if it was just you and Greg playing, you would get nothing done because both of you would just be farming constantly.
That's true. I'd have to go into the mines. And die.
Yes, like,
And
this worked so well because I go into the mines and can't survive. Meanwhile, you guys do the stuff that I would usually get sidetracked on. So I can focus on my next exploration. This is not to say that I don't believe you guys could go into the mines if you really wanted to. It's just that you don't ever really want to.
No, it's okay.
Anyway, I think we might want some more wood. So if you can like plant and cut down trees, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah, I'll do that after I replant the seeds real quick.
I've been over here before. I feel like I have, and then I ran out of something. Well, that's weird.
What? What'd you find?
It's just like a giant wall.
You found the source wall?
Maybe.
You found the door to Notch's house. You walk through it, you'll straight up teleport in real life to Notch's house in LA. Congratulations.
Not bad.
What, going to LA?
Yeah, something.
LA's okay. I've been there.
I have too.
Just don't go to Venice Beach. Yeah, no, it smells just as bad as SF does. All big cities smell like shit. Because they're like, what's cleaning services? Oh yeah, we have a private garbage truck system that doesn't actually give a shit. Fucking hell. At least my garbage stuff comes pretty regularly. And I don't have to worry about it. It goes in the dumpster and then it's done after I organize it. It goes in the dumpster. Can't get much better than that.
Sure you can. It's called immediate dumpster service. You
Just throw it in the trash can and it just immediately teleports to the dump.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
It would be something.
Isn't that just like basically Jetson style?
I think so.
I forget. I haven't seen the Jetsons in so long.
At least you watched the Jetsons. Like,
I've seen it here and there, like on Boomerang.
I don't think
I haven't seen
ever
it in years. Jetsons
think I
is
ever
weird.
tried.
Jetsons and Flintstones are basically the same fucking thing. Like, there's not really not that much different between them. Just one set in the past, one set in the future. Well, more or less the future at this point, I think.
More or less the future. We didn't get flying cars, but we sure as hell got a lot of flying other shits.
Drones. We did get drones. Drones are pretty neat. Alright, I'm gonna get some saplings and plant some trees. Give me 36. I'm trying to plant them like all a good distance away from each other.
Well, I found a dripstone cavern.
Ooh la la.
Oh, yes, which will probably kill me if I walk too close to it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's life.
Not go near it.
Aww. I wanted to hear the sound of you dying to a creeper going, ah!
I mean, you could probably hear that without me going into that dripstone cavern.
Yeah, but it's more fun to hear the explosion very, very faintly in the distance.
What, you didn't hear like the 3 explosions that actually happened already?
No. This seems like a good distance from each other. That seems like good for the trees. That's not a good spot, though. These spots are not good. Replanting these ones somewhere else.
This is good, except it's not active.
Well, no, they were good except for like a couple of them. That's fine. That's much better. Alright, I planted more trees. I'm gonna plant some more. I'm just gonna go plant a forest. Give me half those saplings so I can plant 36. Or plant basically the thing. Great, there was someone in the WNBA. Well, apparently it was in Russia. Jesus Christ. Why? Apparently it's because, like, during the off-season they go there to get some extra cash, which is good considering the state of the WNBA.
Oh, fucking hell.
What happened to you?
There were like 3 skeletons decided to, at one moment, to aim to fire their shots at me all at once.
Nice. Did they all
So
hit
I just
you?
got this loud burst of sound of.
Nice. Let's go. I need dirt. So I can get up there and knock these trees down. That's good.
Like, the problem with that wasn't that I didn't think I could kill those skeletons. It's that I didn't see them, first off. And then number two, all the volume compounded at that one moment for each skeleton. So I got three times the sound of one skeleton shooting at me.
Nice. There we go. There's like 1 block of wood on each of these things, so I can knock them all down. Oh, there's another one there. There you go. It's gone. Let's try and get up there and check. Ah, there's some extra wood here. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Ow. I'm getting a lot of saplings from this one. Man, these trees really needed to go. There we go. Sweet. Hello, random chicken. You are a chicken. And also a bot. Ooh, that's some ooh, that's I need some torches. That looks bad.
Oh, we got a bunch of stuff for that.
Yeah, just trying to remember which chest, since I'm gonna take the coal and some sticks. Oh, the saplings away real quick. There you go. That's 30 new saplings. And then there's a bunch of wood here. Dirt. Alright.
Oh, I found deep slate coal.
What? Can you send me a screenshot?
Well, I already grabbed it, but it apparently exists.
I want you to show me what it looks like when you get back up here.
It just looks like the diamond and deep slate, but with coal.
What?
It looks rather odd, and it wasn't really even worth finding it out, to be honest.
Oh, it's something new.
And it is. wonder if dripstone can be used for anything.
I don't know.
Sure, regular dripstone can.
That's a drop.
You know, here's a good question I have. Why is it that you can, or obsidian doesn't get burned when it's next to lava, but if it's a block, it gets burned by lava?
I wish I could tell you the answer, but I can't.
We'll have our answer after this short commercial break.
Runs ads on Twitch stream. Sadly, I don't have that function. I can't make any money off Twitch. If they run ads, I just have ads. Gotta be affiliate. Hopefully I get there someday. That'd be fun. Be fun.
One day in the year 2000. They might even make a movie about it. It'll be called A Mad Odyssey.
Oh god. Who would play me in a movie, do you think?
Chris Pratt.
God damn it. No.
No, it's not just that Chris Pratt is playing you. Chris Pratt is playing the entire cast.
He plays you as well.
He plays me, Greg, Dennis.
Danny, my parents.
Yes, both of your parents.
He just plays everybody. He's just like, it's just a world of nothing but Chris Pratt's. Why do I feel like
I mean, I would unironically watch a movie of the world of Chris Pratt and just see what they end up with.
Honestly, fuck it, same. That'd be stupid. Which is why
Imagine a world where there only exists Chris Pratt, but not just one Chris Pratt. No, all existence is Chris Pratt.
My ISP says that that their advanced security detected weird traffic on my network. You think so, huh? Yeah, it's probably because I was doing something. Dude, this Comcast.
Did you know that existence is considered strange and unusual paranormal activity?
Did you know that it's weird to browse the internet and not go to Xfinity.com or Peacock? Because you should do that, says the ISP. Fucking hell.
You're not allowed to do other things. You must go onto Xfinity.com.
And watch
And
TV.
only Xfinity.com.
Yes, if you see an email that takes you to any other website, you should have it auto-redirect you back to Xfinity. Fucking hell.
Now imagine though.
You know, Comcast could
no.
do that. You know what's the sad part is Comcast could do that if they wanted to. They'd just get backlash for like 2 days.
No, but like I was just about to say, like that could actually be a very interesting method of dealing with spam. If there's a spammer, Comcast is like, well, let's redirect you back to Xfinity.
Yeah. I mean, my shit kind of does that at work. The shit I set up just redirects you back to the office. Actually, it doesn't do anything. It just says you can't go here.
You You can't go here.
Yeah, so people are like, but I need to go there. I'm like, all right, well, I'll allow it manually then.
But
And
first I need to see it.
yeah. Let me look at it on my phone real quick. Thankfully, people know how to like use the internet. I fixed bugs.
Hooray! People know how to think.
Oh, so
It's
Apple's
a-
finally getting better at building computers. It's now 4 to 6 weeks instead of 6 to 8 weeks to get a Mac.
Hooray!
Is it any better now? Let's see. Da da da. Apple.com. Mac. Buy MacBook. And time to configure the specs while I look at these trees. Let's see. Oh, I can get a base one today. Too bad. Do this, this, and this. Ah, that's not bad. April 21st to the 28th. It's not terrible. That's the 14. Where's the 16? Buy a new Apple event on Tuesday. That should be fun. You want to know what they're going to introduce?
What?
Apparently, they're going to introduce a new iPhone SE with 5G, which makes sense because that phone kind of needs an update. They're going to possibly have a new iPad Air because that hasn't been updated since late 2020. They're also possibly going to have a Mac Mini that is new. And they are also going to have possibly a new MacBook Pro 13-inch, which I don't know why that thing exists when the 14-inch does.
Because it's 1 inch smaller.
I guess. I don't know. It's just their cheap one, but it's stupid. Just get the 14.
Look, some ladies like it smaller. What?
Okay. I see you down below there, by the way.
Yes, I am.
I see you
returning
jumping.
back to this. I have claimed the obsidian.
Nice. Look at how much wood and stuff we have now.
Well,
Oh, that
still
sapling
a-
finished. Fuck. Let me cut it down.
Let's see, how much wood do we have? A lot. Good.
Yeah, just a lot. How much wood do we have to set up this camp, boss? A lot.
A lot. But that didn't explain a lot. Bunga bunga, a lot.
Boogadaba. Crash Bandicoot. 1990s.
Alright, let me see if I understand how to do this with either of these things. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in the cave because I don't really feel like doing certain
That's fair.
making additional area for this. Let's see, where's a good place to put it? Over here's
As long as it doesn't get blown up, I'm all good with whatever you do.
well, I don't know.
I hear a
I would like
zombie.
I would like to think stuff like this doesn't get blown up very easily, and then I meet myself again.
Daniel, I hear a zombie somewhere.
Well, I don't know how to help you with that.
No, like, come here, come up to the house and I'll show you where.
No, I'm doing something though, so.
Can I go into Spectre Mode and go look where it is? Alright, I'm gonna do it. That way I don't actually have to interact with it. Oh shit, they're like right below the animals. Hey Daniel, come up to the house.
Yeah. Yeah, what?
This is where the zombie is. It's over here.
Zombies where?
Down here. Turn around.
I know, I'm like,
Oh yeah, well I was gonna grab it. Yeah, the zombie's like pretty much straight down there.
But how far now?
Like maybe 10. So you want to go down a couple more. Go down.
Well, give me a second.
Are you making stairs?
Again. Well, yeah.
It's just one zombie.
I thought you said there were a lot of zombies.
Alright, Daniel, turn around. Go straight. Down there. Stop. Turn around. You see the hole? It's in the hole. I'm gonna be in the zombie's perspective. Nice.
Well, I hope you got something out of that.
I did. I saw a sword being swung at my face. Now I'm looking at your perspective. Until you get out of the hole, then I'm going back to survival.
You know what? I'm just leaving the hole like this.
Oh god. At least put a torch there so nothing spawns.
No.
Fine. I'm gonna grab all the torches or not the torches, those saplings and whatnot that are still on the ground.
Anyway, I got my thing set up, so we'll see if it works.
Yeah! I'm grabbing more wood. You know, Daniel, what I've realized is that, like, in TV shows, you can see who's been screwed over by who by looking at the reputation of different, like, essentially, like, contractors, like plumbers and things. People being like, plumbers suck. And then it's like, not really. It's just that writer doesn't like plumbers.
I mean, I guess. They could also just be screwing over that person in particular.
I guess.
Like, I am not the person to ask about stuff like that.
I was watching The Simpsons and it was just making fun of real estate people. Coming back. Up, big.
Alright, I'm gonna go make the Should I make us another section of the house for the...
I believe so.
Oh, give me a second.
Alright, I'm putting in the oak logs and all those saplings. There's more saplings, but this is fine for now. Do you want help with that? Are you making the bookshelf first?
Well, I need to remember how to do it.
I'll go get wood
There
so
you
that
go.
way you can...
Yeah, so now we just need the wood to make the rest of the house.
Do we use birch?
No, we use oak.
Okay.
That reminds me, we need a access. So let me go make a trap door and some sticks, I guess.
All right. What the?
I'll go.
I got it. Okay. I'm out of wood.
Get more. No, I've only just now realized we've never had a torch on our roof.
Nope. Alright, I think we're good. It acts as a roof. That's cool. And go put the wood down. And make a door.
God damn it! This is diamond pickaxe only has unbreaking on it.
Did you put enough bookshelves down? I feel like you're missing something.
No, this is a max tiered crafting table or enhancing table. God damn it! Unbreaking again.
Do you want a door here or just leave this open?
I had a door. So ultimately, it doesn't actually matter all that much.
True. It's inside. I'm
Oh,
breaking again. I think
Well, I
Daniel.
got
Daniel, what level
four.
are you? What level are you?
27.
I'm 37. Here, let me enchant stuff for you.
Well, no, you go and enchant your own stuff.
I don't have anything that's diamond.
Well, we have 6 more diamonds.
All right, I'm gonna make a diamond pick then.
While you do that, I'm gonna make an anvil.
Okay. Making a pick. Diamond pick. There we go. I'm just gonna go back. All right, I need lapis. All right, let's go. All right, lapis goes here. Pick goes here. I got efficiency 4. Great.
Well, I mean, we got 2 of 2 different things, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it in the chest for now.
Alright, so I have a bow with power 4 and I'm breaking 3. Right. Well, now what do you want to do?
Does sleep. Oh good, the Sharks are playing again. The Sharks are gonna get their ass kicked just like yesterday, because they're terrible. I don't understand how a team can be so bad.
Fireball magic.
I guess. It's just so stupid. Gonna double check for more saplings. Plant some too.
I'm gonna go to the village and see if anyone trade shit.
Good idea. I can't move because of your head. Isn't it good not to have to walk all the way there?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah! Validated.
Validation, hooray.
Alright, one more saplings. Give me 35. It's this one not growing. There's not enough space. I'm gonna move it.
I guess I swear, there's some of these villagers are probably killing themselves by virtue of just falling constantly.
Oh, I guarantee that.
Remind me that eventually we need a wall somewhere.
We need a wall somewhere.
We need a wall in several places.
We need more villagers.
We need the villagers to build their own fucking wall.
We need the villagers to become sentient and wonder, oh god, what is this? Why am I suddenly alive? What is alive? Oh god, oh god, oh god.
You know, here's a question. If you just randomly became sentient, would you actually even know what that meant for yourself?
I imagine you'd
Without
probably go,
all-
what the fuck?
Well, no. So, I mean, like, we define sentience by, like, you know, being able to think and be all like, oh yeah, I'm in this place that doesn't technically mean anything. Who am I and all that stuff, right? But I never stopped to consider if, like, you never develop language, do you actually define sentience in the same way?
That's a good point, actually. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, because, like, clearly villagers, if they were sentient, would communicate, but we don't know how they would communicate in the first place. So for all we know, they could be sentient already, and we just can't comprehend them because they're going, huh, huh, huh.
So Mojang figured out how to make smart AI. Nice. And they spent it on villagers.
Well, I never said that. Like, for all we know, those zombies could be the ones that are sentient.
It's true. God, that'd be terrifying. A sentient zombie. Can you imagine? There was a movie like that, but it was a romantic comedy.
I mean, see, everyone says that
There's
stuff
also
like
I Am
that is
Legend.
ridiculous or whatever, but it's more of a question of how we define that as well. Because certainly, yes, a zombie that is sentient sounds all crazy and stuff, and like the world's about to end, but what would a sentient zombie do that's any different than a
Brains.
Like, well, yes, but like, would it know what a brain is and then be like brains, or would it do something else? Is the question I'm asking. These are the real questions that people that really want to consider how things work need to consider it.
Yep. I'm gonna get eggs and hatch them.
I don't know what brought this up, but now that I have thought about it, I cannot stop.
You think the movie was called Warm Bodies, where the zombie was like sentient or something like that?
Yeah, wasn't the zombie like a chick or something?
It was a dude, and he had a crush on a human.
Really? I thought there was one where there was a zombie chick that was sentient, and then...
That was probably a different movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's Hollywood. They're not exactly that original. I was like, this is successful. Make 10 more of these. Fast and Furious.
You know, it's very ironic how, like, they do that, which ends up, not making as much versus, like, it's a theory of oversaturation, I think. Which is why we more fondly remember the first of something and not literally everything else that comes after it.
I can dig that.
Like, yes, the first ones were unique and stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily say they were any better than the later ones. But it takes a lot for a later movie to become better than the original, or and especially in the original of a type. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think people kind of over and undersell how much stuff like that actually affects the process of which people determine they like a movie or not, because it's like, well, yes, this would be very important or very influential. Does that make it necessarily good when you look at it later? No, but when you look at it from everything that comes after it, it's probably better because you haven't been it hasn't been done to death at that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I mostly point at like Star Wars for stuff like this because it's like when you look at the prequels, they're not particularly bad, but they're kind of dependent and therefore tied to the legacy of the original ones, which then makes them seem worse in comparison. Or like the Pokemon anime, for example. Like, the old stuff wasn't particularly good, mind you, but compared to some of the newer things, it can be worse or sometimes better, but usually the better has to be drastically different than the worst stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you just copy and paste an idea, then people are like, well, now you're just doing this because you're associating. But there's also the idea that once like you have a defined product like that, then that becomes the hallmark of whatever theory it is. So, like for example, League of Legends wasn't the one that defined the genre of MOBA. That was technically Dota, and before that, I think it was like a
Warcraft 3 mod.
yeah Warcraft 3 mod. But because League of Legends got so popular, everyone thinks of that first.
Yep.
Same with say like I guess like platformers, Mario, like while Mario was one of the first and probably not the first, he was the most popular one.
And also to do it actually correctly. Like, there were 3D platforms before
Well,
Mario
yeah.
64, but most of them were fucking terrible.
Well, I'm not even talking about 3D
Oh no,
platforms. I'm
I'm
talking
showing
about,
that as another additional example.
well, yeah, but basically,
Oh god.
um, people
Chat,
just
what
kind
have
of
I
like
wrought?
latching on to the idea that one did this better until either that one starts failing expectations, which usually doesn't show in movies but does happen in video games, or something actually like legitimately like incredibly better does show up, and that one's definitely on the more rare side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you're making sense. Like, it's a lot easier to like point to specific examples in games because also the gaming medium is not as old as movies.
Well, see, the thing about games is that games especially are very
Disposable.
well, yeah, not necessarily by virtue of the games themselves, mind you, but like also just the concept of like new generations of stuff doesn't make this easy for games to preserve themselves, and it's not necessarily like games that
Nintendo.
do persevere were that good. Like Final Fantasy VII is a great example where if you look at it for more than 5 seconds, it's actually not all that good, but people remember it nostalgically because
Chat,
they were
he's
like,
saying that I'm not. He's saying that I'm not.
I say that as a person that loves Crisis Core, all right? And mind you, I have not played the original Final Fantasy VII, but I have been reading a fic where basically Sephiroth is playing through Final Fantasy VII himself with his
What?
friends.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, so I'm basically getting the Final Fantasy VII experience from that, and I'm just like, yeah, some of this stuff sounds really stupid.
JRPG.
Well, I mean, look, it's especially worse than most JRPGs. Like, Cloud has to cross-dress in that
Oh
one.
yeah, he does. I forgot
There's
about
a
that.
snowboarding mini game in
There
it for some
is?
reason.
Wait, there is?
Yeah. There's
Is that in
several, like,
is that in the first part of the game or later?
I think it's like in the second part.
Oh,
Which
that's
is
gonna be in
why
the
it's
next
not,
game then. That'll be in the
yeah.
next remaster.
Like several things just kind of get thrown around without proper resolution in there. Several characters are just kind of there to be assholes to other people.
Can you help me grab all the
Um,
materials?
yeah. And Aerith's death, while it's, all dramatic and stuff, it's kind of a waste of her character arc too.
It really is, honestly.
Like
It's like,
her
hey,
entire,
look, this is great. Oh, and she's dead.
yeah, like her entire character arc is to die
Yeah.
and be a martyr, which I mean, sure, is really dark and depressing and stuff in the moment, but if you really think about it, it doesn't really do much aside from lead to the part where Cloud has his self-realization. But yeah, a lot of like, I don't know, like Crisis Core helps expand on the parts that don't make sense in Final Fantasy VII, but I don't think it solved a lot of it too. It also doesn't help that Zack apparently didn't exist until halfway into the development of
Oh.
Final Fantasy VII.
Whoops.
Well, yeah, so like, apparently, Aerith was just supposed to be, one of the two love interests alongside of Tifa, right? And then someone apparently said, oh yeah, let's make this character named Zack, who's Aerith's past boyfriend but is dead. And then the developers were like, how the fuck do we do that? Because apparently they had gotten like a decent portion of the Final Fantasy VII story actually written before that point. So yeah, that was funny. Like Final Fantasy VII does not particularly hold up in my opinion, or at least like not as what like if I were to rate it in a void, it's not super good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a good game and a good story, and I wouldn't take that away from it at all. But I don't think it's nearly as good as a lot of people will say. Like, it's the best RPG. No, I would not say that. And actually, for a similar reason, I would not say the same thing of what most people would say for one of my favorite RPGs, which was Final Fantasy 13. And there's a hot take and a half.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that you like the game and most people do not.
Well, see, from what I understand, most people didn't like the very linear story and something about...
Have they made a Final Fantasy ever in the last 15 years that everyone was like, this is good? That isn't 14.
Well, I guess
that isn't
remake.
14.
Remake, I guess.
Yeah, but that's a remake. I'm talking about a completely new game or sequel.
Well, the problem is that if we're talking about recent years, there's only been 2. Well, technically there's 5, but, well, no, 4? Look.
There's also
Final
Kingdom
Fantasy
Hearts, which also counts apparently.
It does? Since when did we start counting Kingdom Hearts for this?
I don't know. They have fucking Cloud and Sephiroth and shit. But I'm talking.
Oh.
I'm just adding to the confusion, dumb timeline shit.
Okay, if we're counting all those types of spin-offs, then we're probably breaching over 10.
Okay, and let's just keep it OG Final Fantasy games that aren't spin-offs, like Kart Racer.
Well, so then we'd have Final Fantasy 13. So the most recent ones, I think, were like 13, which came out around middle high school for us.
So late 360, early PS3.
Yeah, I had it on 360, and I'm pretty sure it was on PS3. And then the one after that was 13-2, because they made a sequel for the game that finished itself and destroyed the what the original game put out, which was actually a very satisfying ending in my opinion, and I hate them for that. And then 13-3 Lightning Returns was the one after that. Yeah, because they needed to, because they made 13-2 a cliffhanger.
Why?
And I was, because they really wanted to have this be a trilogy for some reason. So I hate that. No, so like,
Need dirt.
So here's the thing about 13, right? 13 was very linear because up until like
Daniel,
the
jump.
third disc, what?
Jump. Sorry, I'm trying to put it on top so you can get a little higher.
Oh, I mean, I can do that.
Alright, yeah, go
But
ahead and
anyway,
grab that one.
so 13 was very linear and the storytelling was not the best, but I thought it was fine for what it was. Like, it kept its plot very centralized between 6 characters, and I thought that, well, mind you, I'm looking at this from the lens of basically the Final Fantasy VII nostalgist, where it's like, oh yes, I remember it being like this. And mind you, I don't remember everything about the game very well, but I think like every relevant.
Daniel, it's dropping saplings. You're good. You got all the wood. It's dropping all the saplings now.
No, I didn't, because I
Really?
still see pieces.
Oh, God.
Yes, this is why we search, especially for large pieces. But anyway, so like they resolved most of the character arcs in the thing. Like Lightning learns to trust people more. Snow actually starts owning up to the fact that he killed people trying to be a dumbass hero. Hope gets over the fact that like for one being basically like dependent on other people, but also over the fact that things happen and it's not necessarily, or it was like things happen in the best of interests but the worst of times. Vanille gets closure on her entire life basically. Fang gets over the fact that well, not over the fact, but like gets resolution on the fact that she's an amnesiac, and Saz gets to yell at several people about his son and then get over, or not get over, but deal with the fact that his son is basically trapped in a rock and he has to resolve himself to go and find him and save him. And so, like, I thought those were well done, honestly. Like, mind you, it was a little loopy on the story, but I thought it was fine.
Daniel, that
And there were
tree.
several. What?
Up here.
And then there were like several other side things that were interesting, like just aside from the main plot. I think people probably know what I'm talking about if they're actually listening and have played the game. Like, I didn't think it was that bad, and mind you, I was playing it as a teen, but I was already having problems with navigation in that game that weren't the linearity of it. Like, I actually liked the linearity of it because it told me where I needed to go, and mind you, I would have maybe liked some more diverse areas to explore, but I don't think like having a completely diverse area like, okay, I can go here, here, or here would have really helped, and it makes it more difficult to have a proper
Behind you.
narrative story with more traversal.
Again. Yeah, I can get that.
Like Final Fantasy VII was relatively linear from what I understand. Like, yeah, there were a few side areas that you could go to, and yes, Final Fantasy 13 doesn't have that. But like for the most part, Final Fantasy 7 was like, oh yeah, you need to do the main story stuff before you get the ability to go everywhere. And same thing happens with 13, if not due to the fact that you can't go everywhere in the game. But there's still a lot to explore in it. But yeah, like the only thing I really had a problem with was sometimes the battle system was not very well implemented, I feel sometimes. Because it had this weird system where you had 3 team members that could each be a certain role that would be equivalent to some kind of unit class. So, like, you could have a knight who defends people, a healer, a physical attacker, a magic attacker, all that stuff, right? But like most of the time, you would use one certain unit in it, or you'd be forced to certain party members that could only be certain roles, and then that would just cause you a headache depending on what roles you were given. Like I remember at least 3 fights where the characters slash roles given to me were not clear enough for me to understand what the fuck I was doing as a kid. This is also compartmented with the fact that the midway boss I got stuck on for literally a week to up to a month because I couldn't figure out what the fuck I was doing on it because I thought I had to DPS past the point where it was just like I had to do one of the game mechanics and there wasn't a good enough explanation for me to do that on my own.
One more.
And then also after that, there was one fight where actually the game disc I had continued to break on me. So like I had one game disc for it, right?
Yeah.
And then I got to the boss, right? And it took me a while to beat the boss the first time because I was like, I was like a kid and I didn't quite understand what it wanted me to do, and it took me like a few days to do it. And then I eventually did it, right? And like this was what's called a summon battle. The actual term is for the Final Fantasy fans to know, but it's a summon battle. So after you beat the boss, you're supposed to get that summon for the character, right?
Yeah.
But what ended up happening is that my game glitched out, so it was just the boss and I staring at each other when the animation was supposed to play. And I was like, and I did not know what was going on because I was a little stupid kid that didn't know what the internet was. So I was there just being like, my game's broken and I beat the boss. And so like a week or two later, I think I got a rental version of Final Fantasy 13.
Where'd you rent from?
Swapped out the
Redbox?
third disc, and then I managed to beat the boss.
Did you do it from Redbox or something?
GameStop.
Nice. Well, that's one way to tell GameStop they suck. Exchange the disc.
Well, mind you, this was before GameStop started becoming really bad.
Where it like straight up would expire.
I guess.
GameStop? I don't know. GameStop is just. I don't know. I don't buy stuff from GameStop much. I think the last thing I bought from GameStop was, I think, definitely wasn't my Switch. It was more recent than that. Yeah, somewhere there's like 8 open world games. Thank you. Horizon came out at the wrong fucking time. Again. I love that they're just extremely bad luck at just being like, hey, look, we made a great game. And then they're like, here's a better one. Hey, we made Horizon Zero Dawn. Here's Breath of the Wild. We made Horizon Forbidden West. Here's Elden Ring. This got overshadowed again and again. What did I pre-order? The hell is this?
I mean, to be fair, I think Horizon is strong enough to stand on its own. It's just that it might not get the proper publicity. I think people are still gonna like it.
Here, let's see. The last stuff I got from GameStop was old Wii U games, a Link's Awakening amiibo because it's broken, a PS4 controller, and the last actual new game I got was Xenoblade on the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So yeah, I don't really buy stuff from GameStop that much. Before that, the biggest thing I pretty much have bought from GameStop, according to my account, is my Switch. But yeah, I see what you're saying about basically Final Fantasy games, Daniel. I can agree with that. Just good luck with the internet.
I don't know. I know the internet doesn't hold the high esteem for like 13, and I know they like 7. And I'm not saying that you can't like those games, but I just find general differences with, or I just want to make my opinions.
You have an opinion on the internet? Cancelled.
Well, fair enough. But like, you're allowed to do or feel your own stuff. It's just that take criticisms constructively. Like if someone's telling you, "Hey, I happen to like this," that's not the same thing you like. Don't be an asshole.
True.
And it's not like I'm saying that 13's perfect and 7 isn't. Well, I am saying that 7 isn't perfect, but 13 isn't perfect either. Like, there's plenty of bugs. I didn't like the battle system very much. There was one part of the battle system that really irked me too, where, like, the first time you would try to switch your roles in a fight, every character would do this transformation, or like this role switch animation that would eat up so much time in the battle that you would just get like bodied at least once if you tried to switch before your without doing an animation in the process that interrupts this.
Oh my god.
And it was so annoying. And frankly, that's the only thing about 13.2 that I liked when I played it, was that they got rid of that.
Was it 13 where they had that basically esport?
13 is single player only.
I know. But like in the game world, like in single player lore. Which is the Final Fantasy game where they like did like essentially like flying soccer?
That's a good question. Oh no. I think I know what you're talking. I think I think you're talking about the 10 and the swimming one. So Tidus was, I don't remember what the stupid game is called, but basically what he would do is go into a giant sphere of water where you would swim around in it and basically play soccer underwater. I think
that's practical. How the fuck is that practical?
I mean, you're talking about a game where the main character uses a sword made out of water.
I guess. I don't know. It's just... I love JRPGs for that kind of bullshit.
Okay, fair enough, man.
And it's like, what if we did this? Sure! Go nuts. You gotta animate that. Wasn't Final Fantasy 15 supposed to be a sequel to a different game?
I don't know if it was a sequel, but it was actually supposed to be interconnected to 13, actually. The original name of Final Fantasy 15 was Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, ironically enough, it seemed cooler when it was Versus because there wasn't the stupid boy band. The initial trailer has Noctis doing his stuff, but he's alone. And there was a female lead that looked like she was a fighter, too. So it wasn't that, that shit that we got where the main female lead shows up for like 3 seconds and gets off Aerith style. Like, I don't know what happened with 13 Versus. I've not read up on it, but I'm really sad 13 Versus didn't happen, and instead we got 13-2 and 3, because 13-2 and 3, oh boy.
Here, Daniel, I grabbed all your shit. I'm gonna plant it all.
Oh yeah, so since I'm gonna go on this 13-2 rant now, if anyone happens to be watching this VOD for whatever reason, now is the time for spoilers of 13. So if you haven't played 13 and intend to for whatever reason, please exit or mute the stream for a few minutes.
I'll put on the screen of where to skip to.
I'm sure you won't. Anyway.
I'm actually recording a local copy, damn it. I need more beetroot seeds. Do you have more beetroot seeds?
I do not.
So
anyway, so 13 ends off with all 6 of the protagonists killing God effectively, and everyone gets their happy ending. Like all the main characters are reunited with the ones that they were trying to rescue, aside from Hope and his mom, because Hope's mom's fucking dead. And then like everything's all well and good. Two people sacrifice themselves, but the people that are alive there are all well and good, right?
Sure.
And then 13.2 starts with immediately showing that one of the characters got ripped out of time to
What?
be in a different place because the god of death said, "Hey, I need help. Help me." And so she goes and helps God because of reasons. Well, I think the main reason being that she has nothing else she can do, so she might as well be there. And so she's there, and then there's this asshole who's going over to try and kill time itself, which revolves around killing the goddess. So, Lightning, who is the character who this is referencing to, goes and fights
Thank you.
the purple dude. Well, let's call him Purple Dude for now. Who is
Thanos.
trying to, yes, he's trying to defend the world from Thanos. And
No,
then,
purple guy is Thanos.
yeah, well, yes. So we're just calling him Thanos from now on. So Lightning's fighting against Thanos, and this is outside the realm of reality and stuff, right? So in this actual scope of reality,
What are you planting?
history
Potato?
itself
Oh,
has
carrot.
reset so that Lightning is assumed to have never made it out of the events that transpired toward the end of the first game. So it's assumed Lightning's dead by basically everyone, right?
Sure.
So we get to the part where it's the main portion
Yeah,
of
give me
the
some of that.
game. Okay,
I don't want to be useless.
yeah. So anyway, we get to the main part where it's about her sister now, and then some random dude comes out of the sky while there's an attack on the city she's living in, and tells her that, "Hey, I've seen your sister. She told me to come and rescue you. Also, we need to fix time itself to rescue her from whatever she's doing." Right?
Nice. That's not complicated and a dumb story.
Yeah. So the game revolves around going through different periods of time in the same area,
Isn't that just
like
Chrono
general
Trigger?
areas. What?
Isn't it just basically the plot of Chrono Trigger?
A little bit. So yeah, you go around different aspects of time and certain areas that are the same across time. Save the world by doing various things that apparently screw it over in different ways. And then at the end of it, you reach the final stage where you have to fight the big bad at his strongest form. Everyone comes to help you, and
Typical.
like,
Typical.
and then like you kill the big bad, and it's like supposed to be a
Yeah.
great time. Yeah, the big bad's dead. Everyone can get along happy, except then Sarah dies immediately afterwards, and then everything goes to shit anyway.
So then what was the point?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like, this is why I have very strong feelings about 13.2 specifically, because 13.2 is just like, you set all of this up and then did nothing with it. Like, this entire trip was pointless. It would have been better if she had stayed home and done nothing. You didn't even get to Lightning at the end of it all. And then the stupid part of it is that they had to finish up the story and make the sequel hook after the afterwards. So what ended up happening is that a few months later they released a sequel thing that basically said you fight the evil dude with lightning, and then it tells you how lightning escaped the realm of time and now is going to save the world, which is where 13.3 comes in. And 13.3 is just lightning having to reset time over and over to save the world, and that's basically it. But you have to do everything to save time, and you only get 13 days to do it. So it's just
It's Majora's Mask.
it's Majora's Mask, but somehow more annoying.
Nice. Yeah, I don't.
So,
It's there's a point when you hit diminishing returns on something.
yeah, like I thought 13 I think would have been fine on its own, but it's also like then 13 2 and 3 came out and kind of ruined it for me.
Hey, you can just
Like
count
the
those
only
as
thing,
non-canon. That's the easy solution. That's what I do.
yeah, that's what I kind of do as well.
I'm like, should I do that or just not count it? Oh, I'll just not count it. Sleeping.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. Oh, but while we're on the subject, do you want to hear about the entire lore of Kingdom Hearts leading up to
No,
Kingdom Hearts?
no.
No, because it's a bigger train wreck than Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, sure. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, do that. All right,
Okay,
chat.
so
Spoil. All right, I'm marking this. Future me. This is where you mark the end of Final Fantasy 13 spoilers and put on the screen spoilers for other shit.
maybe we should retitle this stream from playing Minecraft to Daniel rants about random video games.
I'm doing that. Where's Twitch? All right, let's see. Edit, and then.
Yeah, so if you're still watching for whatever reason, now is the time to run the fuck away if you don't
Then
like
rest
what
about
we're
random
talking.
video games. Minecraft! Exclamation point. Done.
Alright, so before I start, I do want to show you something really cool.
Ooh, I want to see. Yeah, before you rant, show me your stuff. Show me something
Okay, so
good.
we're gonna go down here.
All right.
And as you may have heard, I was doing something, right?
Whoa! What is this?
So, you see that both of these have water and lava respectively, right?
Yeah, they're coming off the dripstone. What the hell?
Yes, both of these were empty when I put them down. So,
What?
technically speaking, this is infinite water and lava.
Oh, that's
By virtue of having a dripstone over or under a block that has lava or water on top of it, it will drip down into cauldrons and then, well, do that, basically.
oh,
It made lava right below you.
oh my god.
So, yeah. We have infinite sources of lava and water now.
Nice.
And I could technically expand this too, so I might do that eventually.
Nice. My phone just tried to give a Grubhub driver a $50 tip.
Nice.
So no, thank you. I'm good on that. I'll give them 18%, so I'll give them $5. I don't need to give someone a $50 tip. Let's see. All right, so there's another player proposal for baseball. They put a camera. Use proposal to change the field, good pitch clock, larger bases. Larger bases? What? Is that a thing that people want? MLB wants robo-umps. Ah, wasn't that put them in conflict with the union? Doesn't that put them in conflict with the MLB umpire union to have robo-umpires? Good job, baseball. You are trash.
I mean, to be fair, rules do not future-proof very well.
No. Apparently,
Anyways,
apparently the robo-umps don't really work that well. They've trialed them out in minor league with like a regular ref there to correct it, and they've a few years ago at least had to like correct it a lot and be like, no. Also, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll start.
So you can start ranting to my chat. Go ahead, Daniel.
All right, so let's
I'll be right back, chat.
All right, I know there's no one here, but let's assume there is people here. Let's see. Where do we start with the Kingdom Hearts? Oh yeah, so we first start this off with the Kingdom Hearts lore of Kingdom Hearts 1, where you have the kid Sora who finds out, well, he and his friend Riku are busy trying to win over the girl of the island, who's Kairi, and then they end up fighting a bunch of monsters on the way out. Let's Sora gets kicked off the island alongside everyone, or all of his friends. He ends up on a random trip across the world with uh, these two people he meets up in a random town. Eventually meets Riku again, gets his ass kicked. Something along the lines of dies, reborn, like gets reborn, and then saves the day. And yes, this is heavily truncated, and no, I do not care to fix the truncated parts. But honestly, I thought this was very nice. Where Kingdom Hearts 1 was like all your being uh the one who controls your own destiny. You are able to do whatever you need to do so long as you find the will within yourself to do it and all that stuff. Like Keyblades are like super nice for Sora to be able to finally realize that, he's a hero. He can do all these things, yada yada yada. Like that's good. I like Kingdom Hearts 1. It's when we start adding all the other shit that it starts falling apart. So, like Kingdom Hearts 2, for example, is a game where all like a lot of autonomy is thrown away in favor of Disney stuff and also Organization 13. So Sora reawaken or wait, no, hold on, I'm skipping a game. I'm skipping Chain of Memories. Oh yeah. So I've never actually played Chain of Memories. I should probably preface. I think I own Chain of Memories somewhere, but I've never been able to find the thing. I found the box, I'm pretty sure, but not the game. It was my brother's, I think. And so I've only anything you hear about me talking about Chain of Memories is comes side from like other mediums. And from what I understand, it's just Sora losing his memories, going through all the worlds again, and fighting these random people from this organization who wants him to do shit for them. And then there's also Riku doing the same thing, but the other way around, and Riku getting some self-actualization somewhere along the line. And this is where it starts getting bad for me because then it's like, oh yes, you are the Keyblade man. That's all you are to us. Give us Keyblade. Like, like this entire group is hell bent on getting this one dude to do something for them, and like they have no other means of doing it somehow. It's a little on the ridiculous side, and mind you, that's not a bad thing, but definitely a stretch from the whole you're a kid on a magical adventure to save your friends kind of thing. Especially given that they're rehashing a bunch of shit too. Like most of the like there's not a single new area, I'm pretty sure. Uh Chain of Memories. Then there's not like the card fighting system, while interesting, is not particularly good from what I understand, but well, that's a little more on the game mechanics and the game itself, so I'll give that one a pass. Like, I think it's fine. It's not Kingdom Hearts 1, but it's not bad either. But it's starting to have the problem that Kingdom Hearts 2 has. Well, Kingdom Hearts, I guess more so the Kingdom Hearts series as a whole has. And that's trying to foreshadow things way too much, or having a game consist around setting yourself up for stuff like that. Which brings us to Kingdom Hearts 2, where you have an entire section of the game dedicated to not particularly making a whole lot of sense and setting up something that becomes relevant like one time later without any context. Well, some context at least, some very dubious context. And then you have Sora waking up, going through the worlds again, doing his stuff. and then eventually reaching the big bad area again, doing his stuff again, rinse and repeat, saving the day, and then moving on. Like, there's not a whole lot different here versus the last time. Like, most of the worlds are still the same, minus a few worlds. You just like the combat's definitely a step up from the original, especially when we're talking about uh 2.5 with all the limit forms and stuff. But overall, I don't like the story of Kingdom Hearts 2 is weaker because they focus on
I'm back.
hello, I've gone through 3 games already.
Oh, which games did you rant on?
One, two, or one, Chain of Memories and two.
Ah, okay.
So like, I'm not necessarily talking in depth about any of them. I'm just more saying that, this is what happens and why I like or don't like about it. And to be fair, like, Kingdom Hearts 1, I like. Like, that's a good game design because it's just the kid having an adventure, trying to deal with the fact that he's suddenly the one who can save everyone, and then um moving on like that, right?
Right.
But like with Chain of Memories and 2, they start introducing Organization 13 out of what is next to nowhere unless you fought the secret boss of Kingdom Hearts 1, mind you. So there's not much going on there, and then they're just like completely thrown into the forefront of every conflict you have. Like, it's not to say that in Kingdom Hearts 1 there wasn't a main antagonist group, but that's what it was, a group of people who were hell bent on taking over the world. Now it's just like the that were mainly situated in those worlds they were in, right? So like
Yeah.
Jafar was in Aladdin, Hades was in
Greece.
Olympus, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh god, this
Then
tree.
when you get to Chain of Memories happens in the same fucking building. It's just that it kind of emulates different worlds. So you're not only just rehashing worlds and the experience of Kingdom Hearts 1 with some slightly different characters and memory loss, but also nothing new happens in that, or at least spectacularly new aside from, I don't know, Nominee, I guess. And then chain of mem or like then you have the Riku side of things, which is basically the same thing except for Riku's dealing with his own set of problems. And then like all of all of Chain of Memories is more to set up Sora, or set up Kingdom Hearts 2 and set up all the stuff that's going on in Kingdom Hearts 2, which is fine. That's what like we should do stuff like that, but it's also not necessarily something I would say is the main hook of a game. Like, you shouldn't dedicate a game just to making a sequel.
Everyone copying the MCU lately. Hey, they made an interconnected universe. Let's do it on the second movie, like, or even on the first one.
Well, I'm not even talking about an interconnected
No, no, no.
universe.
I'm talking about it's the same kind of prospect of like, why are you doing this? It's too early for that.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about it like that. I'm talking about it at all because sometimes it's fine to just have things not, or like let plots die, I guess is the best way I can put it. But then Kingdom Hearts 2 comes out, and then it's like those guys that you were trying to fight in the last game, yeah, those are the main antagonists now. And what else do you do in the game? Rehash Disney plots.
Yeah, I don't understand why they
And
never went fully original with those. Like, do a sequel to them.
well, see, there's the thing actually. In the original Kingdom Hearts, they actually had like Kingdom Hearts spins on the stories that happen. Like the dude in or like the main bad guy in frickin' Tarzan gets corrupted by a Heartless. I'm pretty sure something changes in how Olympus goes because it's not the same plot as the movie. Um, I'm pretty sure Wonderland is completely different in terms of narrative existence. The entirety of Peter Pan doesn't go right because like Riku's there screwing shit up, and then the Beast and Belle don't even have a world. They have Beast joins up on Hollow Bastion because Belle was taken. He's like, "Yo, I want my girlfriend back."
Nice.
Like there, like maybe it wasn't a whole lot of connectivity, but they had differences by virtue of the non-Square Enix or the Disney characters actually being involved in the plot. But when Chain of Memories came out, or not Chain of Memories 2 came out, it was just like, oh, yep, that plot about Aladdin not getting along with Jasmine, yeah, we forgot to add that in. We're adding that in now. What was that? We forgot to add in Beauty and the Beast plot. Oh, yeah, we're adding that in now. Like, it became very unoriginal from the side of the Disney perspective, and anything you did in the Disney perspective was kind of untied to the other perspective, which is the Kingdom Hearts side, which I think hurt the game because then it's like, okay, well, I'm just slogging through or the Disney movie plot with Kingdom Hearts characters involved now, so that's interesting. I mean, like, it was fine. It was just kind of annoying to see, like, oh yeah, but then also there's this random guy here, or yeah, random guy here that's like, oh yes, I'm all secretive and I've screwed up the plot by making the plot exactly how it is in the Disney movie. And then you might fight the dude or whatever, mind you. But like, there's not really anything interesting there, right? It's
Yeah.
just more Disney. And then we move forward alongside of that. And then what was the next after that? Yeah, so you get about halfway into the game before that finally gives up, and then they're like, okay, now we actually go back to the part of the game that was supposed to be about Kingdom Hearts. And then you actually get some good stuff from that, like the attack on Hollow Bastion, the 1000 Heartless fight. You get all the Final Fantasy VII characters joining you and kicking some major ass on one of the paths. Sephiroth makes an appearance and is actually cordial with Cloud for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I've seen that boss fight. It's dumb.
Not even the not even the boss fight, but just like it's a later portion of a scene that happens. But like those were actually good Kingdom Hearts parts. And then you had to do some stuff along some more Kingdom Hearts things, like Twilight Town, going to the world that never was, doing all the stuff there. Like all of that was very cool. But the problem is that you have to go through all the Disney stuff to get there. And then also the entirety of Roxas existing is like horribly done because you get an hour worth of playtime at the beginning. Roxas disappears with some semblance of what's going on, and then Sora is just constantly badgered by everyone and everyone about having Roxas involved with them, and then he has no idea what's going on, and it just keeps getting brought up constantly, and it's just rather well, I wouldn't say it's frustrating, but it definitely doesn't help anything to just be constantly badgered like that about the whole Roxas situation.
Right.
And then Roxas actually shows up, and if you're playing the base game, Roxas shows up, beats on Sora a bit, Sora gets one shot in, and then Roxas fucking dies.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
So,
What's
like,
the point of that?
good question. Well, I mean, technically speaking, it's supposed to cements the lore of Roxas as Sora's other. But the problem is that Roxas was always seen as like his own person in this scenario, so it doesn't really do a good job of that either. Now, mind you, in the remastered version, Roxas actually gets a boss fight, and he's like terrifying. So good on them for rectifying that. But for the most part, Roxas isn't really brought up beyond making the same gag at Sora constantly. So fun. And then moving beyond that, we have the world that never was, which is just like you systematically killing every other member of the organization that wasn't already dead. Which is just like, okay, now is the boss fight or constant boss fighting spam, which is nice, but also. And then it kind of all wraps up into a neat little box where, you fight the big bad, power of friendship prevails, and everyone's back where they're supposed to be, right?
Right.
And, like, that's fine. Like, the main story kind of sucked a little bit, but at least at the end of the day, everyone's together, they're back home, and the world are safe, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of it all, you get the hook for the next game, which is Birth by Sleep. Well, actually, no. Technically, you get a sequel hook at the end of the credits. That's for what was it called? Dream Drop Distance. That's the one where Sora gets a message from Mickey, and it asks for everyone to come over to the place and get some help or help them with something, right?
Right.
And then so let me check something really quick before I continue talking because I need to check a release.
You checking? Ooh, we should go to sleep.
Well, I'm already in the bed, so.
All right. Well, I'm on my way.
Okay, so I was right. So Kingdom Hearts 2 is where the game left off for a while, right? Like a whole, let's see. Yeah, so for 4 years, that's where Kingdom Hearts left off. Then, come 4 years later, another game that was not actually teased at all comes out where, well, not teased as in not teased in the game itself. And that being 358 Days Over 2. Which is the story of Roxas while he was alive and kicking. And that is actually my favorite Kingdom Hearts game in terms of narrative story. Because it's basically taking like, a bunch of things that you've never seen before and making a plot out of it, while also tying in why people are doing certain things in the plot of Kingdom Hearts 2. And then also makes Roxas an interesting character, makes the side characters relevant. They're also interesting characters,
Hmm.
and I really like Kingdom or 358 Days Over 2. Like, I know the battle system was god awful in that, and I hated every minute of it, and some of the missions sucked, but it was a very good game and emphasized what the plot of it was supposed to be.
Hmm.
And, like, that's what I wanted out of my stories. It wasn't like trying to foreshadow. Well, I guess there were some things being foreshadowed there, but for the most part,
Daniel,
like,
here.
what?
Here. Help me plant more trees.
Okay. Like, for the most part, the game wasn't really foreshadow heavy. Like, yes, it would foreshadow stuff that's gonna happen in Kingdom Hearts 2, but that was kind of expected given that this was defined by being the midpoint of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, technically. So, like, when it said, like, we're foreshadowing this. It made sense to foreshadow it. And yeah, there was some stuff that was foreshadowing stuff from later, but like there were mainly small mysteries, like why someone looks like someone else in a later portion of it, or whatever happened, right?
Right.
But like the game itself was fairly self-contained. Like it was about Roxas and his struggles trying to figure out how to be a person effectively, and then all the ramifications of that, and then ended with the opening of, well, the opening sequence of Kingdom Hearts 2, which was Roxas being the main character for that segment. And I'm not gonna say what it is because I have a feeling you'll be playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 one day, so I'm being vague about that.
That's fair.
But yeah, like I really like 358 Days Over 2, and I'm so mad that, like, even if I hate the battle system and stuff, I'm so mad that it didn't actually get a remaster. Instead, we got like a 3-hour movie for it, which did not help that plot. Let me tell you something right now. That plot was supposed to be boring and monotonous for the gameplay, and it actually works in that regard. But when you turn it into a movie, it falls on its face.
Lol.
So yeah, I'm still miffed about that in particular, but aside from that, like 358 Days was a success in my eyes.
One sec. Grabbing something. Amazon delivered something. Taking it inside so no one steals it.
Anyway, if anyone's still here somehow for whatever reason, I hope you're enjoying my rants. Well, someone better.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, so the next game that's to be ranted about is the one that I have the most problems with, which is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And if you took everything I loved about the first, or Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, and then said, let's do the exact opposite of that, that's exactly why I hate it. Like, the gameplay is far better than 58 Days Over 2, and like it's even the staple that's used nowadays in 3 and stuff, but everything else is ass in that game. It's just trying to set up all of the future stuff, which, I mean, to be fair, is supposed to be that way, given that this is the game about the very distant past, but it's also like, why are you doing all, like, some of the stuff just comes out of nowhere. Everyone in that is an idiot. Like, even the big bad in that's an idiot somehow. Like, the plots are all over the place. They somehow can't rehash the plots of like the movies either, because it's like, or of the Disney worlds, because Sora has to go through them if he goes to that world in particular. So they can't be like, oh yeah, uh, you went to Tarzan? Well, we can't do the movie of Tarzan because Sora has to do that. So like for something like I think Neverland was a place they go to. Neverland is just all, oh yeah, we follow Peter Pan on an expedition or whatever he calls it,
Right.
and that's the entire plot of that area. The three main characters are barely friends, never mind the best friends the game likes to try and convince you they are. And then, like, Big Bad's plot is the worst thing I've ever heard of, because it's just like, oh yes, I have darkness to create the Keyblade, and this is not the Keyblade, but the Keyblade. and then he actually does it, and then it somehow fucks up at the end of it all. Everyone gets scattered about, and then everyone's trapped in various areas for the rest of Kingdom Hearts, which is why you never see any of them.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like this big convoluted plot to have a story about completely unrelated people, set up everything about the future games, and yet have everyone in that plot originally not be relevant. Or and it's
Nice.
just like a big old clusterfuck of information.
Hell is that? One sec. Knock on my fucking door. Is that my door or the neighbor's? One sec, Dan. I'm gonna mute. There's someone outside my door. Probably a marketing person. I'm muting.
All right.
I'm back. It was someone selling useless shit. They're like, do you want to? Hey, do you want to help out with like this thing I'm trying to do? No, no, I don't. You know what I want to do? Nothing. I would rather like you not have to sell me your product. Can I pay you to go away? Fucking hate that. Continue your rant, by the way. Sorry.
All right. So anyway,
I'm just ranting about
dislike
dumbasses in real life.
I see. So anyway, I dislike Dream Drop Distance from, or not Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, because it's just setup fodder. Like the entire thing exists to set
Is
up.
that the DS
fodder.
one?
No, the DS one is 58 days over 2, or 358 days over 2.
These titles are
And let me.
stupid as fuck.
Oh no, I agree.
Just
And
call it
so,
3. Fuck's sake.
Oh no, but that's the thing. It's not 3 technically, because 358 days over 2 takes place between Chain of Memories and 2, so technically it would be 1 point. Well, technically speaking, 1.5 exists because that's a remastered Kingdom Hearts. So it would be 1.75 and 1.8 or 1.85, I think.
That's my reaction right now to that. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
well.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so there's another part, and technically speaking, 58 days, or not 58 days, Birth by Sleep happens before any of this, so it would be Kingdom Hearts 0 at that point. Yeah, well, anyway, so Birth by Sleep happens, everyone out of there is yeeted into oblivion, and then we have Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And somewhere in between all of this and Dream Drop Distance, which is the next one, we have Recoded, which is the story of how the Disney crew of Mickey, Donald, and Goofy try to figure out why the fuck Jiminy Cricket's journal is broken. And so they send the digital Sora out to figure out what's wrong.
Is that the mobile game in Japan?
Oh no, that one's a whole different beast, and I'll get to that
Why?
one. Oh no, you don't even know the down low of that one.
Kill me. Spider, come kill me.
No, you suffer through this with me. So anyway, Recoded is apparently irrelevant, but I'm not entirely sure why. So, like, as far as I know, it just sets up some things that explain some elements of why certain things work later. Which I suppose is the norm at this point, but forward. So then Dream Drop Distance comes along, and that's for the 3DS, and it um, explains for Sora and Riku to take their Mark of Mastery, which will make them Keyblade Masters, because apparently saving the world twice over doesn't make Sora a Keyblade Master. So anyway, that happens, but Sora gets interrupted in the middle of his test and then gets put into a coma by the organization people. So Riku has to bust his ass out and nearly fails, but then one of the organization members happens to save Sora whilst also defecting, and then that's basically the game plot, aside from going to different worlds that have Disney plots involved, like Three Musketeers or Tron Legacy.
There's Tron in that game?
Tron, the original Tron was in the first two games, or at least the second one.
Oh.
And then
I like Tron.
Yeah, and then Tron Legacy was a world in Dream Drop Distance. But they actually do, as far as I'm aware, they do actually have a continuity between the original Tron and the Tron Legacy thing, because you can talk to Tron in 2. So I think it's a reference that the Tron and Legacy does know Sora. Or at least I think.
Well, I know do you mind if I spoil the plot of Tron Legacy, which is like 10 years old? When did that come out?
I do not mind.
Let's see, release date, Tron Legacy, 2010. So yeah, it's literally a 12-year-old movie. Holy shit. I remember watching that in the theater. It came out, y'all know when that came out? That came out like the fall of our freshman year of high school. That's how old that fucking movie is.
So
My
what
God.
was your thing?
Basically, so the plot of Tron Legacy is that, essentially, Flynn made like a, the main guy who made this whole shit, he made a clone of himself after the original Tron to like watch over everything. And then that dude went mad with power because he gave him instructions. He's like, you'll make the perfect system. Guy's like, got it, perfect system. Nothing odd. No non-conformists. Delete everything because, computer. And that included brainwashing, nearly killing Tron and brainwashing his ass. And turning Tron into a weapon that didn't remember himself until basically the pretty much end of Tron Legacy for like 5 seconds before the movie ended.
Yeah, wow.
Tron, I like Tron. I like both Tron movies. They're just like, the plots are kind of like wacky, but I don't mind wacky. It's fun to see Jeff Bridges do shit. Because he's in the original one too. Like, they just brought straight up Jeff Bridges back. It's like back then, I think he was like, in the 80s, not that famous of an actor yet. It's like it was, but then like by the time you get to 2010, he's the dude, and like every other role he's in, because he's Jeff Bridges, he's a great actor.
I see.
I don't know. I like both of those movies, and the soundtrack for Tron Legacy is just absolute top notch from Daft Punk. Like, I'm not a big like fan of that genre, but like, goddamn, that is some good music.
That I agree.
It's so good. It's like in the Batman, like the soundtrack is like just makes the movie. Because like if the Batman didn't have the soundtrack, it'd still be good, but the soundtrack really freaking made that just even better.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, so
Ranting about Birth by Sleep.
Oh, I was on Dream Drop Distance. So anyway, so the entire plot of Dream Drop Distance is that Sora somehow gets caught in the middle of being in a completely different reality state from the rest of the world, mind you. And so Riku has to bail his ass out, and then Sora gets told that he fails the test because of these problems that were not technically his fault, because how the fuck else was anyone supposed to realize that Organization 13 could break into dreams and shit, right? So Sora fails and doesn't get Mark of Mastery. Riku succeeds because, this is a very unbiased test and shit. And then, like, all it sets up for itself really is that Organization 13 is back. Hooray! Also, Kyrie and the Defector are here to get their Keyblade training. Hooray! And also, Sora needs to go on another trip throughout the worlds to get back the power that somehow he lost while he was asleep. Yeah, so that's all well and good and very plot relevant stuff. So yeah, and then we go into Kingdom Hearts 3. But before we go into that, we need to talk about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which is that Japanese game that you were talking about.
Oh my god.
And you know though what the problem is?
Is it good?
Well, from what I understand, it's alright. Like, it's a decent enough game on its own. But the problem with it is that, for one, it's a gacha game. Or at least as far as I'm aware, it's a gacha game.
Why?
Oh no, I'm not done. So it's a gacha game, and it's vitally important for the entirety of the series. Like, there is critical information in that gacha game that's been going on for, like, over 4 years, mind you, that if you didn't know it existed, would drastically reduce the amount of knowledge you have on Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea either, but
stupid.
not denying. Anyway, so
Disney and Square Enix. The fuck?
yeah, so Union Cross exists.
So all this damn lore, it's a fucking miracle that Sakurai figured out how to legally get him into Smash.
Oh no, yeah, I agree. I'm surprised Sakurai managed to get him into Smash too.
Nintendo, they have very good lawyers. But so
And
Disney has
Sakurai.
even better lawyers. Yeah, I mean, Sakurai, like, probably asked for it first, but, like, the lawyers did all the really grunt work on that one. Like, he did the grunt work on actually getting the character working. They did the grunt work on, are we allowed to do this? Is this fine? You won't sue us into oblivion? Disney? Or make us a contract that says if we fail, you have to buy us out? Because, you know,
Yeah.
Disney would definitely slip that poison pill in. Because they're Disney. Because I guarantee you, one thing they would love to own, that they'll hopefully never own, is Nintendo. Imagine, you know, Nintendo sucks at, like, the internet? Imagine that when Disney's in charge.
Yeah, well,
Disney be like, now with Disney Plus, get Nintendo Switch Online.
yeah, well, if they do that, I think that might actually kill Disney because of the backlash that would happen.
Yeah, I don't think it would go through. Also, Japan is very, very protective of their brands, and I think that Nintendo is definitely one of their ultimate brands. Because it's been around since literally like the end of the Imperial era. Or like,
yeah, but anyway,
or the old school era, like right when they're getting modernized.
yeah. But anyway, so yeah, Union Cross is a extremely relevant game. It's also a gacha mobile, which is great. And then
I love more Genshin Impact.
well, I mean, at least Genshin does not hard lock you on a lot of content. You just need
you can still do the stories even if you have like no characters.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. But anyway, like, so yeah, the only relevant part of that's important to this rant is that there is a movie, or well, at least I've heard it's a movie. I'm not entirely sure if it's runtime.
I'll Google it. What is it called?
I don't actually remember what the thing is called.
I'm Googling Kingdom Hearts movie. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Live action movie. What is this? With Haley Joel Osment?
That is not it.
If you could find it, that'd be great. Because I can't find anything.
I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called.
It just says it's Kingdom Hearts live action film. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross back cover is the movie.
Back cover?
Yeah. So, this is about the actual beginnings of this plot that goes before even the beginnings of Birth by Sleep And way before Kingdom Hearts 1 even is conceivable to happen, where there's has all of these Keybladers who have Keyblades that end up trying to kill each other because of squabbling and the master of the big six people being vague as all hell and making infighting happen. So that's a movie, and for the most part, it's mostly irrelevant. Well, I mean, it's vital, but also irrelevant, which is a very interesting phrase I had to say there. Oh, and also something I forgot to mention that I hate about Birth by Sleep, especially, is that I don't hate that there are more Keyblade wielders. Like, it doesn't make sense that there's only one Keyblade or one Kingdom Key or whatever, right? Like, it makes sense that there should be more of them, right?
Yeah.
However, the most important part of Kingdom Hearts 1 was that the Keyblade chooses Sora over Riku. Like, that happened, that's in a defining scene of the opening prologue chapter. And, like, that's super important for building Sora's character, because Sora's like, you know, I was the chosen one because I had the pure heart or whatever, right?
Right.
And then, like, their Birth by Sleep comes around, and it's like, oh yeah, people with Keyblades can just kind of pass on their Keyblades if they know how to do it. So it's like, Kairi had the potential to get a Keyblade because one of the people in that did it. Riku had the potential to do it because one of the other people involved, one of the other main characters gave him the power to do it, and Sora also gained that power because of other reasons, but he technically didn't get it properly. But then it's just like, it takes away a lot of the independence of the plot of Kingdom Hearts 1, because then it's like, um, well, fuck destiny and fuck the choice of the good of hearts. I guess we're just all can get a Keyblade if someone really wants us to.
Ah.
Okay, and then like after that is Dream Drop Distance, Union Cross, and Cross back cover. And then we have one more thing before we get to 3.
No.
Now, mind you, this one's actually kind of short, so this one doesn't actually factor in all that much. But this is called not Union Cross, Kingdom Hearts .02. What was the full title? Kingdom Hearts .02. Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage, which basically explains what one of the characters that went missing in Birth by Sleep has been doing during the entirety of 1 and 2. And that's about it. And
Yeah, this is my brain right now.
Yeah, well, welcome to the club. Anyway, so this occurs, right? And no one, like, it's mainly a test demo for Kingdom Hearts 3, because that's all it really was. It was released for Kingdom Hearts 3. You got to try out the combat system, and then it explains a little bit of the story there. This is fine, and this is only like 30 minutes long, or give or take, right? So I'm fine with this just setting up the next game. This is what this is supposed to do. I'm not fine with that being like the entire purpose of a mobile game or a 30-minute movie or another game, right?
Yeah.
And anyway,
That should just
so
be
now
in like the other movie or in the other game. Like that should just be a chapter. Where are you, by the way?
I'm underground.
Okay, go to
Do
sleep.
I need to sleep?
Yeah, go to sleep.
Yeah. So anyway, that's been occurring, right? And then finally, at the end of all of this, we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. So like after how many games was that? 8?
Yeah.
8 games, a movie, and a mobile. We finally get to Kingdom Hearts 3. And the first thing we get exposed to is redoing more Disney worlds for the Disney plot with the bad guys sprinkled in.
No.
Yes, and the reason is because somehow Sora lost all of his EXP from Kingdom Hearts 1 or Kingdom Hearts 2 because of what happened in Dream Drop Distance. Like, don't get me wrong, this happens in Chain of Memories and 2 as well. But the first one, Sora's losing his fucking memory, so it makes sense that he's losing his combat skills. And in 2, it makes sense because Sora was literally asleep for a year, right?
Okay.
In Dream Drop Distance, it like takes the span of a week, and somehow Sora's went from level 100 to level 0. Or level 5, I guess. Like, Sora has Pikachu syndrome.
He does. Hey, I'm gonna do this. Oh shit. I just.
Anyway, yeah.
That's
yeah,
my
so-
brain.
Yeah, so that happens for about half the plot of the game, and then, you know, you get through that, and then suddenly, the leader of the good guys comes and says, hey, you know, now it's time for us to actually remember what the plot is and start fighting the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
So all the good guys converge, and then somewhere along the lines, you rescue the person that was in 0.2 of Fragmentary Passage, so that happens. And then you go to the big bad area. I think there's one other person that you save along the way, and then you go there, right? Fight the big bad of Birth by Sleep, and he kicks your ass in the next week.
Okay.
And so you're basically, or like everyone's basically dead. Sora's freaking out because what do I do now? This wasn't in the friendship or power of friendship manual. And then I'm fairly certain time travel happens. So like Sora has to go back in time to fix the problems that were happening, which does save people. And then Donald Zeta flares a dude, which is hilarious because that means he's stronger than the King of Dragons himself. And then you end up fighting the big bad in several segregated rooms because he's very nice to make it so you can't fight more than like 2 or 3 of the dudes at one period of time. And then you get some very nicely team coordinated battles which have this story relevance of about like 4 to 5 minutes for each person to wrap up their own character arcs. Like the Birth by Sleep people fight the ones from Birth by Sleep and get a quick resolution and then kind of fade into the background again afterwards. And then after that, all the minor mooks are defeated. You go and fight the big bad. Big bad kills Kyrie because Kyrie's not allowed to be relevant at all. And then Sora goes off to go fight the big bad with Donald, Goofy, and literally no one else in that like 14 player posse at that point. So at this point, like Kingdom Hearts 3 is already a train wreck, right?
Yeah.
But something I didn't say was that there is a box being mentioned throughout this entire thing. Like out of nowhere, you see the big bad of Kingdom Hearts 1 come in and say like, hey, there's a box that I've been looking for. Do you have any idea where that box is? And, you know, some of the people are like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then that kind of goes on for a moment. And this isn't really relevant at all either. Like, this is the first time anyone's been hearing about this box aside from maybe something in the movie, I think, if you were paying attention. It's kind of hard to pay attention in that thing. So you go over, or you're just going around trying to defeat the big bad, and then this box keeps getting brought up every now and then. And then you fight the big bad. Big bad loses, and then it turns out his big bad intentions for screwing over the world was to just make a better world at the end of it all. And it sounds like the biggest ass pull in the history of ass pulls. Because it's
Yeah.
like this entire time he's been talking about darkness, and then suddenly he's like, "The world of light," and I'm just like, "Fuck you too." And so like that's all happening, right? And then for whatever reason, Sora dies at the end of it because that was relevant and needed. But then
Ryan RTRT, your dad? Congratulations.
what?
It says I'm a dad no. That is in KNOW.
Oh,
I guess
well,
congrats.
congratulations. I'm not sure why you
Watching the
decided to
stream
tell us
instead
or
of...
come.
I'm not sure what you decided to tell me instead of, I don't know, like, your family, but I appreciate you coming to the stream, giving you a big thumbs up for that. Thank you. Good luck
Yes.
with your new child.
Thumbs up. Hopefully your child does not become addicted to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
Or Kingdom Hearts.
Give them Mario instead. Actually, actually, they were just born. Go give them a controller and have them play Doom Eternal. And become a professional speedrunner.
Okay, man. Maybe you don't want to do that when they're newly born.
I know.
Anyway, though, so oh yeah, so I was just saying that Sora dies randomly. Like, there's no build up to it at all, aside from maybe the fact that time traveling rectified or kicked him out of the existence of the world. So he's out randomly at the end, even though everyone else got their good reunions and stuff. And then at the end of it, I think at the end of the credits, there's a stinger where someone's just dragging the box that one of the characters was looking for around, and then like that suddenly becomes relevant for a whole 3 seconds, and it turns out the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 3 was to end the plot that was currently going on and then set up the new one.
That's why I don't play JRPGs.
To be fair, Kingdom Hearts is its own special snowflake. You can't really throw that on JRPGs.
I know. Just like, why is this considered acceptable?
Because people really like Kingdom Hearts, and I think that kind of blinded them to what a good game actually should be. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is great. Kingdom Hearts 2, whilst it has some of the flaws I mentioned, is still rather good at the end of the day. And Chain of Memories, or 358 Days, those are good. Well, I can't say that for Chain of Memories, but 358 Days over 2, that's a great game in my opinion. It's just that once you start sacrificing the sequel hooks for actual gameplay, that's where things start getting bad for your game. I don't think enough people realize that for both developing games and, you know, enjoying games.
This thing is too dense. Like, just fuck.
Oh no, and you know what else too? Like, that's technically not it either.
Ah.
Go into more.
I heard a creeper. Did you hear a creeper?
Yes, because I triggered the creeper.
Oh, okay. How far are you underground or?
I'm underground though. I might be below you.
Yeah, I think you're not that far below me. I'm at the farm. Look up. Do you see me at the farm?
Oh, I don't think I see.
I'm on the second floor, but I definitely heard that creeper. That was close.
Oh, I don't see your name. Where?
I see you. You're down there. Here, Daniel. Look straight up. You see my name now? I see you.
Oh yeah, I see.
Way small. Yeah. That creeper literally sounded like it was close. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, welcome to bad sound design.
Yep. It is funny though. It literally sounded like it was right next to me. Well, not next to me, but it sounded like it was like on the same like level.
But yeah, like I like some individual Kingdom Hearts games I like, but the entirety of it, no. Like once you sacrifice gameplay or story for setting up a different story, that's where you're going wrong with the game. Well,
Agreed.
anything really. Like a book or a movie should not only exist to set up another book. Like you can have setup, but the entire purpose of it should not be set up. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like Kingdom Hearts 3 is because they finally realize, oh yeah, this is just a setup or a thing to set up, and they hate it, which is good. But I just wish that the like they had to lose out on that because I like people including myself want Kingdom Hearts to do well. It's just sad that that's kind of what it's evolved into, like just plot after plot without rest. One of the things I've learned as like kind of a pseudo writer and pseudo just reader of writing is that a good story does not just have endless plot hooks. Plot hooks need to resolve themselves, but also like be focused on the main plot too. Like just because you're setting up a plot hook doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice literally everything to keep drawing attention. You're allowed to do things and then kind of subtly throw it to the side, so it's kind of like a throwback to your face that you were not paying attention to it rather than just oh yeah, the entire experience is to make you aware of this plot. Like that's what I love about MiHoYo games, is that they're all about making sure that if there is a plot hook, it's not as relevant.
Can you go to
Like
sleep?
say for example, Zhongli, I guess. Well, I don't know if there's a single person that considers this a spoiler that plays Genshin, given his existence in the banners, but Zhongli is teased to be the Geo Archon in the story, just by virtue of, he knows a lot of shit and there's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally know, but also just doesn't know stuff that most people would know. But like they never quite draw attention to it. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, thanks.
That's like it's
Where,
sleep, bro. You can come back.
well,
You can come back.
anyway. Well, anyway, so Zhongli's there, like, all kind of hinting at it, but never outright stating it. And I think that's what good storytelling
Subtlety
be
is
like.
important.
Yes. Subtlety and willingness to shelve the ideas is a good thing. Like, I've always said this, but that's one of the great things I love about Honkai, where yes, there are major, and I mean major elements to the story, but they also don't shy away from trying to make or letting you forget if you're not paying attention. Like, it's not going to throw it in your face that this was a thing that happened until it actually happens. And I think that's really good.
Oh yeah, MiHoYo is good at actual storytelling. They're like, here, look,
Yeah.
it's gonna be relevant, but like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And I think that's a lesson that
And
a
we'll
lot
explain
of
it to you later anyway.
yes, and I think that's a lesson that more people need to take away from with writing in in all mediums. Like the entire idea of having a movie that sets up a different movie is not a concept that I think will make people enjoy that universe any more than just having a good movie.
Dark Universe.
Something like that, I suppose. Anyway, this was my long rant about why I think Kingdom Hearts as a series does not do as well as Kingdom Hearts the game or other RPGs. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Why are you here?
Thank you for coming to my stream, which contained Daniel's TED Talk for the last basically hour and a half.
Yeah, well.
Welcome to, by the way, welcome to 3 hours and 5 minutes, 3 hours and 6 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah, so actually my dad came in and said that food's almost ready, so I need to leave anyway. So,
yeah, so here, come back
I'll
up.
head up. I'm heading back up right now. Once I'm back up,
We'll end the stream. I'm headed to the house. I've done a lot of farming today.
Hooray.
Oh, I see you come back up.
Oh yeah, my dripstone farm is working out great too.
Oh yeah? I want to
Yeah,
see.
it's-
Let me see.
Yeah, it's got more lava and water in there.
Do you just have baked potatoes?
Yeah. I haven't gone through my full stack of them yet, actually.
Jesus. Where's food even go anyway? I guess in here. Oh, I need those. Alright, chat, this is where we shall end the stream today. Thank you very much for watching this 3-hour stream. I hope everyone had a good time. We'll try to be back next week. We're trying to restore our normal schedule. You know. But, hey, thank you for watching. Daniel, you got anything else to say after your basically hour and a half rant about Kingdom Hearts?
Nope.
Alright, then I guess we'll call it here. So, alright. Good night, everybody.